Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Mimi Dollars Collection. And on today's episode, we are going to be making this simple beaded bag design with a touch of butterfly and some small beautiful designs on it. So before then, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly click the subscribe button, like and share this video, and please turn on your notification bell button so that when I upload a video, you'll be notified. So straight up, let us dive into the video. Materials used: our fishing line 0.7 and our sugar beads in blue and white. Okay, so I'm using blue and white and our scissors for cutting. This is all we need for this project. So we are starting with 4 beads. We are weaving our mat, the normal matting method. So I'm adding 4 beads and I'm going to cross with the 4th bead. So I'm going to cross and I'll pull it out very well, okay? So we are going to continue. We'll add 1 bead on the left, 1 on the right, and then we'll cross with the 3rd bead. I know by now you know how to weave a mat. Alright, so we are going to continue. We'll add 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then we'll cross with the 3rd bead. So I'm adding 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and I'm crossing with the 3rd bead. So I make sure I'm pulling my work very well. So we have 3 lines and we need 25 lines, okay? So this is 24 lines and we are going to be making the 25th line. So on our back fishing line, one side of the fishing line, I'm adding all my 3 beads. That's on the right fishing line, and I'm crossing with the 3rd bead. Then I'll pull. This is the 25th line done. All right. On our right fishing line again, we are going to add our 3 beads. We are adding our 3 beads and then we are going to cross with the 3rd bead. All right. And then I'll pull it out very well. So our left fishing line or the front fishing line, I'm going to insert it into the next 1 bead in front. I'll insert it into the next 1 bead in front. And on my back fishing line, I'll add my 2 beads. Then I'll cross with the 2nd bead and pull it out very well. So I'm still going to insert my front fishing line into the next 1 bead in front. And now we are going to add our design. So after 2 blue beads, we'll pick up 1 white and 1 blue. So we are going to first insert our white bead into the back fishing line. And then we are going to cross with the blue bead. So I'm crossing with the blue bead. Then I'll continue to weave with the blue beads, okay? So I'm going into the next 1 bead in front. And on my right fishing line, I'm going to keep adding my 2 blue beads, okay? And I'm crossing with the 2nd blue bead. I'm going into the next 1 bead in front. And on my right fishing line, I'll add my 2 blue beads, okay? I'm adding my 2 blue beads. Then I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. Now we have 2 blue beads again. We are going to add our design. So we'll pick up 1 white and 1 blue. So I'm inserting my front fishing line into the next 1 bead in front. And on my back fishing line, I'll first add my white bead. And then I cross with the blue bead. So we are going to weave the same method 1 more time, then I'll do the rest off camera, okay? So after 2 blue beads, I'm adding my design. You can make it after 3, after 4, it depends on you. So we are going to add our design again. I'm adding the white bead first before I cross with the blue bead. So I'm just going to weave this off camera using the same method. It's that simple. You can design it whatever way you want. You can go after 4, after 5, okay, in no particular order. So I'm done, and we are going to start weaving our mat again to complete the design. So I'm starting with 3 beads on my right fishing line. I'm adding all my 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. I'll cross with the 3rd bead and pull it very well. Please make sure you are pulling your work very well. Now I've inserted my fishing line into the next bead, and now we are going to pick up the blue beads first before the white bead. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to repeat this again. My camera tripped. So I inserted the blue first before the white, okay? Now I'm going into the white bead, and on my right fishing line, I'm going to add 2 white beads, okay? I'm adding 2 white beads, and I'm going to cross with the 2nd bead. I'm crossing with the 2nd bead, and then I'll pull it out very well, okay? So this is the first design done. I'm going to insert my front fishing line into the next blue bead in front. Then I'll add my 2 blue beads, okay, on the right fishing line. Then I'm crossing with the 2nd bead. Now I'm going to insert my front fishing line into the next blue bead that is close to the white, into the next blue bead, and this time around we are going to pick up blue and white. We are first of all going to insert the blue, and then we'll cross with the white. It is that simple. So we are just doing the reverse from the beginning, okay, like that. Now I'm going to insert my fishing line into the white bead, and I'll be adding my 2 white beads, okay. So my front fishing line, I'm inserting it into the white bead, and I'm going to add 2 white beads to complete the ring of 4. So our design is basically a ring of 4, all right, like that. Then I'm going to insert my front fishing line into the next blue bead. I'll pick up my 2 blue beads. Then I'm going to add to the right fishing line, and I'm crossing with the 2nd blue bead, okay. Now I'm going to insert my front fishing line into the next blue bead that is close to the white, and this time around we'll first insert our blue bead, and then we are crossing with the white bead. Then I'll pull it very well. Now our fishing line is going into the white bead. We are going to pick up our 2 white beads, and then we are going to cross it over. So this design is very simple to make, all right. So that's it. I'm going to weave the rest off camera, okay. So this is it. It's that simple to make. All right, I'm going to weave it like this. I'm done in no particular order. You can just put the stars anywhere you want to put. So I'm going to weave with my blue beads 2 more times, okay, only the blue beads, so that the design can pop out in the middle, okay. So you know how we weave our mat. We are going to start with 3 beads, then we continue with 2 beads, okay. So I've weaved 1 line. I'm just going to continue weaving it like this. So after 2 lines, I'll add the design. You can choose to add it after 3 lines, after 4 lines. That's it, okay. So this is how the mat looks. I'm done. And it's in no particular order, okay. The first line is shorter, the second line is longer. So you can just add it whatever way you want to add it using the same method. Now we are going to count up to 10 beads, okay, from the top. And then we are going to fold it downward like this. We want to form the back and the front side of the bag, okay. So remember, I made it 25, okay? We made 25, a mat of 25. So I'm counting 10 on the left, 10 on the right, and then the base, we have 5 on the base, okay? So we have 5 beads here, and this is how it looks. So beautiful. This is the front and the back side of the bag. So we have 17 lines here, 17 by 10, okay? Make it whatever measurement you want. So we are going to close the side. I've closed this side already, and I've added the stars. We are going to close the other side together, okay? The same method, just the same matching method, okay? So let's do this side together. So on these 2 beads, we are going to add our fishing line into the first 2 beads. Get a new fishing line into these 2 beads, one on the height, on the length, and one on the width. And on our right fishing line, the fishing line that is from the top of the bag, we are adding 2 beads. That is the fishing line that is on the length side of the bag, and then we are going to cross with the second bead. So I'll cross it and pull it very well, okay? So we are going to continue the fishing line that is in front, our front fishing line. We are going to insert it into the next 1 bead in front, like this. And on the back fishing line, we'll add our 2 blue beads, okay? I'm adding my 2 beads, then I'm crossing with the second bead. I cross. We are going into the next bead. I inserted my fishing line to the next bead. Then I'm going to pick up white and blue. Okay, we want to add the design again. I'll add the white first before the blue. Then I'm going to cross with the blue bead, okay? I'm crossing the blue bead. So we are going to insert our front fishing line into the next 1 bead in front. And then we'll pick up our 2 blue beads. And then we are going to insert it into the back fishing line. And then we'll cross with the second bead. I cross with the second bead. Now we are at the end. We are going to go into the last 2 beads. That's the bead on the base and the one on the height or the length of the bag, okay? Into this bead and into the side bead. And then we are going to lock this up with 1 bead, okay? I just pick up 1 bead and I cross. So we are going to continue. Our front fishing line is going into the next 1 bead on the height or the length of the bag. And with that same fishing line, we are going to pick up our 2 beads. And then we are going to add and cross with the second bead. I'm crossing with the second bead. We are going to insert our front fishing line into the next 1 bead in front. The bead that is next to the white bead, and this time around on the back fishing line, we'll pick the white and the blue. We'll first insert the blue first, then we'll cross with the white bead. Okay. I'm crossing with the white bead. Our front fishing line into the next white bead, and this time around we are going to pick up 2 beads, white bead, 2 white beads, and then we'll cross with the second white bead to complete the ring. And this is the design, okay? So I'm just going into the next 1 bead in front, and I'll pick up my 2 blue beads. I'm going to cross with the second blue bead. I'm crossing with the second blue bead, and I'll pull it out, okay? I'm going into the last bead on the base and into the next bead on the height, okay? And then I'm just going to close this with 1 bead. That's it. So I'm going to continue to weave this off camera. After two lines, then I'll add the design again. After weaving two lines of blue, I'm going to add the design again. So add it in any order, okay? So I'm done, and this is it. Just add it in any order. It's going to make sense. It's going to look nice. I fixed the back handle on one side, so let's fix this side together, okay? So I'm going to count. I have 17 lines, so I'll count 6 on the left, 6 on the right, and then 5 will be left in the middle. So I'm going to weave my back handle on that 5. We are making a mat. I'm starting with 3 beads. You know how we weave our mat. I'm starting with 3 beads. Then I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. So we are going to weave a mat of 5 3 times, okay? Just 3 times is enough. So I'm crossing with the 3rd bead. So I'm going to weave through the 5 beads 3 times, okay? You can always fix any back handle of your choice. You can make the same mat, add your design, and then fix the back handle, okay? So we are going to fix the back handle. I've just weaving 3 times. Okay, I have 6 on the left, 6 on the right. Then we weave on the 5 beads that are left in the middle. So I'm just going to fold it like this. I'll fold it down like this. Okay, just 1 bead down. Then I'll pick up my ring or my back handle. I'll put it in between the mat. I'm just going to put it inside the mat like this. Then the back fishing line, I'll pick up 1 bead. We are going to weave on the same line where we weave the mat. That is the same line on the first beads, okay? We are weaving on that same line. So I'm inserting my fishing line there like that. And then I'm going to pick up 1 bead and I'm going to cross it over. I'm going to cross it over. Then I'm going to go into the next 1 bead on the mat. Please just watch what I'm doing. We are going into the next 1 bead on the right and the next 1 bead on the left side. Okay. Then we'll pick up 1 bead and cross it over. So I'm going into the next 1 bead on the body of the bag. Then I pick up 1 bead and I'm going to close this. Please make sure you pull it very well because this is your back handle and then you weave in your leftover fishing line. Okay, so this is it. I'm done. This is how beautiful it looks. Right now, we are going to fix our butterfly to the bag, okay? We are just going to fix our butterfly. So this is a small mat I'm weaving. The mat is made up of 5 by 2, okay? So I'm weaving 5 by 2. Please make sure you choose an odd number for your butterfly because we want to have the sharp end. You can choose 5, 7, 9. Okay, just choose a number that is not divisible by 2. Okay, we want to have 1 at the end. So I'm going into the last bead. I'm going to insert my 2 beads like so. All right, so I'll just flip this to my right hand because I'm most comfortable weaving from my right to my left. Okay, so these are the 2 beads. We are going to insert our back fishing line through the same bead where the other fishing line is. So please just watch what I'm doing. Into this same bead we are going to insert our fishing line like so, and then we'll pull it out. Our fishing lines are supposed to be coming out through 1 bead. Okay, so I'm going to pass my fishing lines through to the last but 1 bead or the second to the last bead. Okay, so please watch what I'm doing. I'm passing my fishing lines through to the last but 1 bead or the second to the last bead. All right, so I'm just going to pass my fishing lines through. So this is what I'm talking about. Your fishing line should be in the second bead, okay? And then we are going to weave the mat again. We'll start with 3 beads. to weave our mat, and we are going to end on the last but one bead, or the second to the last bead. Okay, so we are ignoring all the last bead on both the left side and the right side. So I added my 3 beads and I'm crossing with the third bead. So I'm just going to weave into these 2 beads. I'll end at the last but one, so it's left 2 beads. Okay, so I'm at the last but one bead, and then I'm going to add my 2 beads into that same fishing line, like so. I'll flip it over to my right hand. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into that same bead where the back fishing line is, like so. Please make sure you are pulling, okay? And we are going to pass our fishing lines through to the middle bead, okay? So like I said, we are ignoring the last bead on the right and the left. Right now, to end the butterfly, we are going to add 1 bead on the right, 1 on the left, and then we are going to cross. We will not cross with the third bead. We are going to tie it with the third bead. Sorry, guys. So I'm tying it because we want to have our end, that sharp pointed end, like so. So I'll just make sure I tie it very well. Make sure you tie, okay? Tie it very well and pull. So we need 2 of these, and we are going to join both sides together to form the little butterfly or the bow tie. So on this right fishing line, this one here, I'm going to add 1 bead, and I'm going to, with that same fishing line, I'm going to insert it into this cross bead here, the sharp end bead there. Okay, then I'm picking up 1 bead. Before then, I'm supposed to insert this other fishing line into the sharp bead, okay, or the pointed bead or the cross bead, like so. Can you see that? Like so. We are just using 2 beads to join this. Then I added that bead, the last bead, like so, and then I'm going to tie it again. Please tie it very well, and then weave in your leftover fishing line into the bow tie. Okay, I'm going to weave in my leftover fishing line to make it very firm. All right, right now we are going to attach it to our bag. This was looking too busy, but at the end it's okay, it's fine. So we are going to attach the 4 sides only. Can you see the 4 sides? We are not attaching the middle. Okay, you leave the middle out of it. So I've centralized it, and I'm going to be adding it like so, and I'm going to be using the blue beads. I'm going to explain towards the end of the video why I'm using the blue beads to attach the butterfly. So please kindly watch till the end, and I'll give you the reason, okay? So I'm going to insert my fishing line into the butterfly, the first bead. I'll add 1 blue bead on the back fishing line. Then I'm going to insert it into this bead. This is where I centralized it, okay? This is the middle on one side. Then I'll pick up 1 blue bead and I'm going to cross it over. So we are only using 3 beads to join our butterfly, okay? So I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next 1 bead on the butterfly. You know, we made it 2 by 5. So we are using the section that is 2 to join, and I'm inserting my fishing line into the next 1 bead on the body of the bag, and then I'm going to pick up 1 bead, 1 blue bead, and then I'm going to tie it. I'll insert that blue bead on the fishing line that is on the butterfly. Then I'll tie it so that the knot is going to go under the butterfly, okay? So I'm going to tie it under the butterfly. Then I'm going to weave in my leftover fishing line into the body of the bag. Please, I want to beg you, make sure you add your designs before joining your bag so that you'll be able to weave inside out and you can weave your leftover fishing lines freely, okay? Please take notes. Do not do it like me, oh. So I've attached the two top sides and we are going to attach the bottom, okay? I'm going to do this one more time for you to see, okay? Please attach your design first before joining your bag, please. So I'm with a new fishing line, I'm going into the first bead on the butterfly, and on the back fishing line, I'm adding one blue bead first before I'll insert it into the bead that is on the body of the bag. I insert it into this bead, then I'll pick up the next bead and I'm going to cross it over like so. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next one bead on the butterfly. I'll insert my fishing line into the next one bead on the body of the bag like so. Like so. Then I'm going to pick up one bead, the last bead. Okay, I'm going to insert it into the fishing line, this one that is on the butterfly. Please, I'll insert it there. Then I'm going to tie the knot so that the knot will go under the butterfly. I hope you got that. Sorry. So I'll tie it very well. Then I'll weave in my leftover fishing line. This was a struggle. I was supposed to attach the butterfly before joining the back. So we are only attaching the four sides. We are not attaching the middle, okay? So we are only at said I'm going to give you the reason why I'm using the blue bead. So I'm going to give you the reason right now. So if you are adding a design to your bag that is different from the color of your bag, make sure you use the color of your bag to attach the design so that your design is going to pop out well. Any design you're attaching to your bag, please do not use the same color of the design to attach the design. Your design is going to be shapeless, but if you use the color of the bag to attach your design is going to pop out so well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. What do you think about this bag? When I made it, I saw that maybe it was too busy, but anyway, the bag is nice, it's cute, it's beautiful. So I want to get your comments. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button, like and share this video, and please turn on your notification bell button so that when I upload a new video, you are going to get notified. I love you all. Bye.